Hey everybody. I'm going to do a little bit of comments and answer some questions, whatever is on the comments today. Hopefully I got enough for a video. Hit the held for review. There's a lot of the comments that you guys will send to a video that if you put a link to something on there, all of those will be held for review. I have to approve them. So if you're putting advertisement on there, a link to some kind of advertisement or whatever, I don't approve them because, well, to be honest with you, I make a little bit of money by advertising for people. And so I don't generally let somebody put advertisements on my videos for free. So that's the name of that tune. Here's one right here. It says to Sue. You can blame me for it not showing up. It says, hi, Sue. Don't know if anyone has passed this info on about some kind of drug curing cancer. Here is an old interview on YouTube. It's another link to a YouTube channel, and I just don't like doing those. So that's the only reason why it didn't show up, is because I don't advertise other people's YouTube channels. I'm having a hard enough time advertising my own channel and getting people to hit that damn subscribe button that they won't do. Here's what you got to do to help my channel out. You need to hit the subscribe button. That's free. And that's all I can ask to do that. Second thing is really three other things. After you watch a video, you got to hit the thumbs up button or the thumbs down, I suppose, if you don't like it. Hit the thumbs up or thumbs down button. Make a comment. And, you know, if you can share the video, that's great too. But that shows YouTube that there's a lot of interest in the video. And so they recommend my videos to other people that's looking for things along the same line of what my videos are about. And that's what makes my channel grow, or anybody else's channel for that matter. And, you know, go back and look at my videos if you want. Look down there. I think that information is available for you because I look at it. I'll have, like, say, 3,000 views. Somebody's watched this a video. 3,000 people, assumingly, watched a video. 3,000 views, and there'll be 47 thumbs up. What? The other 2,600 people couldn't take their arrow and go peek on a thumb, you know, a little click. It's like, I don't know. You can ask them to do it. Like I say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So anyway, Jenny227, thanks for watching Sue's video, and Debs, they enjoyed doing it. I just edit it. That's all I do. I do the best I can with what they give me, and I edit it and I put it out there. And I generally leave those guys to do any kind of answering to those Two Forks Up videos or their adventure videos when they go shopping or whatever. I leave it up to them to answer on those videos, on the comments on those videos. I generally do not get involved with it because I don't do that. I can't answer the questions. I can't tell you. This one here came to me as being held for review. I'm not going to accept it, and I think I've explained why. So, you know, you can blame me. Moonlight Ford F100. Let's see, it says he's making a comment on my lanai enclosure video. That was a long time ago, but that's okay. The old videos, I leave them all up for everybody to watch. It says, hello, can I ask, I'm looking at a couple manufactured homes in a 55 community and I need some info. Don't know if I can help you there because all the communities are different. What the Villages does isn't necessarily what some other community will do when it comes to building, especially on the manufactured homes. You know, I can't answer every question on that. Because if you can help, the lanai, they're all off the ground, okay? They're level with the home, but have cement floors. Is this just a thin mud floor over wood or question mark? I can't find out any info. Well, I can't answer that. I don't know how. You say a manufactured in a 55 plus community. I don't know what 55 plus community you're talking about. I can tell you here in the Villages, I don't believe that they're that way at all. But I will say this, of all the manufactured homes that I've seen go up over the years, generally speaking, most of them are up on stackable blocks They'll put down, and sometimes they'll put down a concrete slab and then stack the blocks up from there. That because the slab won't move like it will if it's on sand. The rainwater and things washes through the block. It washes the sand away. Those blocks will sink, which means the manufactured housing in that section where those blocks are at, that section will sink, which could cause the floors to be, out of level and all kinds of problems. Here in some of the newer areas, they have what I call prefab homes. You call manufactured homes. I believe they're all the same anyway. Is they put a cement slab down on the ground, and they actually brought the manufactured homes in and set them on the ground. So see, there's two different ways that they can do that. The advantage to having a manufactured home up on stackable block is for property taxes, because it's not on a foundation. So the property taxes is like almost free. The last person I talked to in the villages where the manufactured homes are at, the guy told me, and I think there's a lot of variables here, like, are you full-time, part-time, kind of? I don't know. What county you might be in might change a little bit on the tax situation. He told me that his property taxes for the year was like $165 for the whole year. And he got some kind of sticker, if I remember right, showing the taxes were paid, and that had to be stuck on the unit itself. I could be wrong about that. But anyway, that's why they have them on stackable block, is because it's not affixed to the property, and the property taxes, I guess, are just super cheap. Hey, if it saves me a buck, I'm for it. I got no problem with it. Now, if that same unit is on a slab and bolted to the ground, so to speak, I believe that becomes part of the property, and then you're going to pay property taxes as if it was a stick-built home. It's going to go by whatever the rate is for that county. So that's all I can really tell you. And the decks that they have on the manufactured homes here are the same way. They're up on blocks, and they're level with the unit. I don't know of any that's got a concrete floor. I could be wrong. I'm not real familiar with them. Most of them is stick and brick. I mean, it's up on the floor, and they build something that's level with the house. There's usually sliding doors right there where you open the sliding doors to go out on these lanai. In Indiana, we call it a screened-in porch. But anyway, to the lanai, all that can be moved because it's on blocks. You have to check with probably the manufacturer of the units, because they're the ones that usually go in and set those things up. I mean, you go into a place that makes these things, you buy them, you tell them where you want to put, like in a retirement community or whatever. They take it out there and they set that thing up. So really, you ought to find out who manufactures that and then call them. And maybe they got a website you can go to also and get that information. So that's really about all I can tell you, Moon Lightford, F100. So good luck with your search. Sassy Sarsaparilla. Hey, I recognize that name from a while back on a WNL show. I ain't seen it for a while. Glad to see it again. I thought you may have left me, or Sue, or who. Neat store. Thank you, Sue and Deb, for another great tour. Nice music. I generally don't like to put music in Sue and Deb's. I do. My thing is I put a little bit of music at the beginning of a video, like intro with a little music. And then I usually put a little music at the end of a video, just as an outro thing. It's just my thing. There's no rhyme or reason why I do it. And if you'll notice, on most videos, the music is always different. I don't use the same music over and over. Even though on my videos, I do have some favorite stuff. And I have a tendency to use that more and more, a lot. Because I just like it. That's it. It's just me. I just like it. But on Sue, which one did you go? The thrift store. Oh, the new thrift store. That's what you commented on. I'm going to say, I'm going to send you one right now saying, glad you enjoyed it. Like I said, I generally let Sue and Deb answer all these, but I recognize your name. See you on WNL this Wednesday if you can make it. Laura Lamp, love to see Sue and Deb out shopping again. What a cute store. I would think this decor would be very popular with the villages. Thanks for the tour, ladies. He's commenting on Sue and Deb's finding a new thrift store. And that's why I'm married to Skip. Glad you're back in business. Yeah, I caught that on there too. Deb never misses an opportunity to throw a dart. Jude's 21 says the store has some beautiful items. I'll just take your word for it. I'm not a shopper. And, you know, I'm just not. Don't apologize for it. I'm just not a shopper when it comes to home decor. You know, I've always said that, you know, you'll see these movies where a single guy will have a house and you go in and you'll see empty beer bottles sitting around and the bed's not made and pile of clothes over in a corner somewhere. And the truth of it is, if I wasn't married, that would probably be me. So good of you ladies so glad that both of you are feeling better and out and about and sharing, says thanks. Jude 121. Carol Warren says, Skip, you have a great eye on design. That looks awesome. Oh, she was commenting on the video where Romalda was doing our driveway out there. Hey, I just play it by ear. You know, when it comes to colors and stuff, here's what I know about it. You generally don't want any more than 3 colors. I heard that somewhere, and I never forgot that. You always try to keep it down to 3 colors because after that, it gets too busy or something. And if you'll notice, that's what I stuck with, 3 colors. And when it comes to the design, I knew the basic design I wanted. The idea of putting that little red thing in the middle there with the palm trees on it, actually, that was Romaldo's idea. He said, would you like to have something here in the middle for a little design? Originally, I thought about a compass, northeast, south, and west thing. Now, nah, I don't want that. That's more nautical. Like if I owned a sailboat, then maybe I'd consider that, but I don't. Then I thought about a golf cart, you know, which I could have done that. He can do that. And I thought, nah, I don't want to do that. I didn't really know what to do. We settled on the palm tree thing. It is what it is. And then in front of our front door, instead of having a mat in front of the house, you know, welcome mat like most people's got, those things always get dirty. You always got to clean them out. You know, they're always in the way. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just me. I just don't care for front door mats. I know Sue's got one out there now, but I just don't care for them. So I had him paint that little thing right there because that's kind of like a front door mat. So whenever I got the leaf blower out, I just blow the leaves and stuff out of there and it's good to go again. I'm all about easy peasy. GG Max says, thanks, Sue and Deb, for giving us a tour. I'm sure when they get on here and answer some of them. Oh, Sue's already answered some of them. She must have missed yours. Renee Carlson, Sue already answered her. Caroline Warren says, very nice video. That was on Sue and Deb's finding a new thrift store. Says, hi, Skip and Sue. It's your lunch companion from Chicago finally checking in. It was wonderful having lunch with you both at the Fiesta Grande. You both are #1 in my book. I'm back to work now. Sorry. I remember that 4-letter word. Work. If you want the people watch, I do people watch once in a while. Just go to Orlando Airport and miss. Yeah, Orlando's airports, I know. It can be a cluster. Place was packed July 3rd and the 17th. It was interesting to see different. The gold cart pass from South. Oh, I did that. Oh, that video was, oh yeah. She's commenting on the video, Brownwood for lunch and crappy cart trail south of 44. And they are. I know a lot of people down there buying a house are going to argue with me and say that's not true and this and that and everything else. I'm just telling you what my experience is here. And I've been making videos here when Spanish Springs was the only square. There was no other. And I've seen as they move south, in most cases, the land company, the development company for the villages and the developer himself, as they move south, they've learned this didn't work out well north. So when they move south, we'll make some changes. One was, of course, they made the golf cart tunnels a little taller. That was nice, a little wider. The golf cart trails were a little wider. That's great. They moved down to my area. They started putting reflector things on curves on the golf cart trail that they didn't have anywhere else. They may now, but they didn't then. They started putting stripes on the curbs here and there. I think that's a little overkill myself. But anyway, they did. And they made the golf cart trails wide. I don't know. You know, they just make little changes here and there that they didn't do up there. They made our square here, or that's about Lake Sumter, larger than the one at Spanish Springs. They changed the whole theme on that right there, which I love, Lake Sumter Landings. That's where our first house was at. And then, of course, Brownwood, that was the theme from Michigan. I think they owned a restaurant up there, the Morse family. I think it was called Brownwood, or maybe it was in a town of Brownwood. I forget the history. But anyway, Brownwood here is carrying the theme of the Morse family history. And of course, down in the Finney area, it's all changing again. I'm not sure they're going to have a so-called square, but they're going to have a square-like area. And in that area, there'll be dancing, there'll be music, there'll be probably restaurants, there'll be stuff. It's probably going to be sawgrass. That's my best guess on all this. From the information I got, that's what it sounds like. Sawgrass is going to be the entertaining area, even though you got Edna's on the Green down the road a little bit that has nighttime entertainment, and you just bring a chair, set it out. It looks very nice also. So there's a lot of things going on down there that's different. That's why I say, you know, check each area out. And when people ask, well, what about this and what about that? Well, if it's specific questions about an area, then I can generally answer them to the best of my ability. But things change from one area to another, just like the district rules. In a lot of cases, they're different in one district compared to another. And I always say, and I've said it 100 times, before you buy a house in a certain area, read the district rules for that area. Because if you can't live with them, or if you think there's 4 or 5 rules on there that you're just simply not going to follow because you don't want to, or you think they're stupid, maybe you shouldn't buy there. Because all it's going to take is one complaint. And then you're going to be in an argument, all upset, talking about moving out of the villages because you can't stand it that somebody tells you what to do with your property and blah, blah, blah. So just save yourself the argument. If you can't live with the rules, then it's probably not going to be a place for you. And I've always said that. I get emails all the time that I just don't understand what the point is. You know, they'll say, oh, I got a house up here in Georgia. I got 1,400 acres around me here. I can do what I want, and nobody can tell me what to do, and blah, blah, blah. And I think I'm just going to stay here. Blah, blah. That's fine. I never said everybody should move here. I'm just saying, if you're going to come to Florida and you're going to buy a home or something in a retirement community, you owe it to yourself to at least check the lifestyle here out. I didn't say check the homes out. Don't read into my thing that I'm not saying. Check the lifestyle out. And homes come second, because here, when you purchase a home, basically, you're buying the lifestyle. You've heard me read some letters to the editor, people saying, you know, golf carts should not be allowed on the road here. That's our lifestyle. You know, golf carts are dangerous and they just get in the way. Well, that may or may not be true. I don't know exactly when you say golf carts. I mean, I've lived here for quite a while now, and they don't always get in everybody's way. Matter of fact, if it wasn't for golf carts, you'd have a traffic jam around here. Just imagine all them golf carts disappearing and all them cars being replaced with another car on the road. Our roads here are crowded enough, especially during snowbird season. So golf carts is actually making things easier for everybody else. So, you know, the idea of saying you don't like it and you don't want it, well, then this is not going to be the place for you. But good luck, because almost every retirement community I've ever been in Florida, they have their fair amount of golf carts inside those retirement communities, because that's just the way it is. Oh, here's one from Linda Hobbs. You know Linda on WNL. What's she commenting on? Oh, the Villagers developer is losing it. That's when I was reporting on that Lakewood Ranch community down by Sarasota, I think, that I just learned about. I didn't really know much. I think 2 of those rogue developers went down to Lakewood Ranch, and maybe that's why their sales dramatically increased this year. I don't know that. I was just saying, you know, you got to think about that, right? And Linda says, yep, know the place. Well, I've never been there. She knows the place. So Lakewood Ranch is a mixed generation community with 2 current 55+ areas. Some folks might like the idea of not being among only us old people. Personally, I'm a big fan of the Villages. Me too. Would love to hear your take when you go to visit. Well, I don't know when I'm going to go down there. And when I go, I'll tell you about when I'm going to go. Every now and then, once, maybe twice a year, Sue and I take a trip and we go to Punta Gorda in the Port Charlotte area. I like that area. I've always liked that area. At one time, that's where I was going to retire, was there, until that hurricane hit. And I went down like 3 or 4 days after that hurricane hit down there. This has been years ago. And I saw the devastation living next to the Gulf like that. And that's, I just says, you know, as much as I love it here, I'm not willing to spend my elderly years rebuilding houses. And I just said, no. I mean, that's the end of it. So, but we do go down there once in a while. Maybe we'll get a hotel room, stay a day or two, and we poke around. I go down there basically to finally get some really good seafood fresh, right off the boat, into the kitchen, on my plate. And that's where I go, is I go down to Harpoon Harry's, or I go to the captain's table. And I get my seafood fill, and then I come back to the villages. And on the way back, I might stop by my granddaughters if they're home and see them, that kind of thing. So I haven't been down there this year yet, have I? No, I don't think I have. So I need to make a trip. Carol Apostle says you might want to change the title of this since it's not a thrift store. You know what? You're right. I'm looking at it. I know what's happened there. That was a title I had of the other thing. They were in a thrift store. And then when I did this video, I forgot to change the name. Sorry. I'll change that. Yeah, it's I see Sue's answer. I screwed up. That's me. It's on me. Julie Guerin says, thanks, Sue and Deb. A beautiful store. Appreciate the video. Sue answers back, welcome. We love to shop. No kidding. Julie Guerin says, maybe someday I'll be able to move there. It would be nice to meet the two of you. Always enjoy your videos, and Skip's videos too. I was kind of sucking hindquarters there. Anyway, Skips too. I'm just joking. Well, they're always around. And matter of fact, she's done a couple of videos with people. Instead of 2 forks up, it's a 3 forks up. So, you know, yeah, they're more than glad to meet people. That's no problem. We love meeting some of our subscribers when they come. I hate using that word subscribers. It sounds so, I don't know. Here's how I always felt about it. And I think Sue feels the same way. And I think Deb feels the same way. We always feel like you're our friends. We just haven't met all of you yet. That's kind of the way I feel about it. So the idea of saying subscribers, the only reason why we would use that phrase is to let other people know that we do meet subscribers. I don't even like the word followers either. That almost sounds illegal. You know what I mean? Sounds like a stalker. There's a comment here from Mary Stevens. It says, Michigan, of course. And she's commenting on an old video called The Villages, the Good, the Bad, the Ugly. I don't remember exactly what I commented on there. Michigan, of course. I have no idea what that means or what it's referring to. Most of these are on Sue and Deb's videos. Most people, they're not even commenting on mine. I'm going down through here looking. Oh, here's one on breaking news. What is it? How many subscribers do you have now? I keep that secret. I don't do it anymore, and I'll tell you why. I had a guy on a live show that I had on the RV channel, I believe it was once. He made an interesting comment, and I really never thought about it until he said what he said. And then after the show, it kind of was on my mind for a long while what he said. And I kept thinking about it. And then that's when I hid my subscriber count at that point. And I've never unveiled it since. And I'm probably never going to unveil it ever. He said, and he gave a long reason why. And I don't remember exactly what he said. But when he said it, it made sense. And to this day, it probably makes sense, even though I don't remember what he said. But if I do something, I'm like a corporate executive. When I make a decision, it's done. I make a decision, it's done. We're going to do it. Really. Like when I decided to do Patreon, people were sending me so many nasty messages like you would not believe. And they were dropping like flies. And I got phone calls from people. And even Sue come in the room. She said, you got to take that Patreon off of there. But I said, I'm not doing it. I mean, I'm entitled to make a couple of bucks on all the work and stuff we do here. So I'm not doing it. And I didn't. As time went on, it settled down and things was fine. So I don't back up, generally speaking, when I say I'm going to do something. But he said he does never, ever watch what he would call a large YouTube channel. And I even asked him, I said, what do you consider a large YouTube channel? He said, anybody that's got 20, 30,000 subscribers or more, he said, I never watch them. No matter what it's about, I never watch it. And he gave a reason why. And I wish I could remember, because he gave us a whole explanation as to why. And I kept listening to him. And then I just thought, I wonder how many subscribers I'm losing by showing my subscriber base. And so I did away with it. and I haven't never turned it back on, and I probably won't. I hope I don't upset you, but I probably won't. Here's a comment on the Florida breaking news and letters to the editor, where I put both of them in there together a couple weeks ago, probably. This is from Robert from Australia. He's been watching my channels for a long time, and we send emails back and forth once in a while. Says, hi, Skip. Thanks for sharing another excellent video. You're welcome. We are currently having another COVID lockdown again. I know. I've been watching the Australia COVID thing. Listen, sorry. We're having the same thing here. We haven't had lockdowns yet, but they are talking. Sydney and Adelaide are also having lockdowns. In our streets, we have one resident who seems to enjoy driving their car at super high speed along our street after dark. Not sure who they are or where they are going, but we hear them passing each night. The car actually sounds more like a racing car when we hear it passing our house. Anyway, take care, Robert. Hey, Robert, you know how to get rid of that racing car, don't you? I shouldn't say anything. I shouldn't say anything. You know, get together with a couple of your neighbors. You can get rid of that racing car. Comment on Sue and Deb. Visit Spanish Springs' new restaurant. Made my mouth water. The next time we go visit our home, we will certainly be going to lunch or dinner there. Excellent, ladies. I haven't been to that restaurant either, and I don't remember what it's called. That's the one that took over 2J's up there at Spanish Springs. I heard it's pretty good, but I haven't never been there. Lily's Graham is commenting on the Villages Del. Oh, this is about the Lakewood Ranch development. Let me see. It says, we looked at Lakewood Ranch a few times, having previously lived in Tampa. If you want to be closer to the beach, that is a good place to look. However, traffic is awful, taxes are high, and the crime is something to consider being in Manatee County. My belief is there is nothing anywhere that can come close to the Villages, but you need to be honestly look at the Villages, and the good and the bad. I personally wouldn't live anywhere else. Well, me neither, Lily. I just was surprised when I heard about this community, and the thing that caught my eye on the article is when it said that the Villages, after 10 years of being #1 on selling more new homes in a year than any development anywhere in the country, was going to be taking second place. They were knocked off the top. Well, right away, I got to find out who's knocking us off the top. And this place came up. I'd never heard of it. I'm glad that you guys know more about these things than what I do, because, hey, I never heard of any of this stuff. Make all the comments you want about it. I find them interesting. I do read them. Okay, I think that's going to be it. I'm working on Wednesday Night Live. Right now is Monday. This is going to come out Wednesday morning. Tonight at 7 p.m., set your clock. 7 p.m. tonight, because I'm getting emails once in a while, people saying they're not being notified. Listen, that's a YouTube thing. If you've subscribed to the channel and you've hit the notification bell, and then there's a little thing that pops up, and then you have to click all, and for that channel, for this channel, then everything should come up. You should be notified when I post a video or I go live. If you're not, then that's a YouTube thing, and I can't do anything about that. They control them. I can only control me. So tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time, Wednesday Night Live will be on. I think this is going to be a pretty special show. There's going to be special elements about the show. We also will have a guest if everything works out right. And we're going to play a couple of games. I know I got 2 games we can do. I'm hoping we get 3 in, but if not, we're definitely going to get 2 games in. Got a couple of good prizes to give away. Please subscribe, and I'll see you on Wednesday Night Live, hopefully 7 p.m. Eastern time. With that being said, have a good day, and I'll see all of you on the other side.